Good afternoon, it is Saturday the 26th of March. You join me at Watford Junction, just outside or just inside London. That's your debate. We are here at platform 11 to do something I have never done in my life before. And it is basically always broken. That is the St Albans Abbey Line and what it has to offer. So, join me as we go and see what this branch line has. The unfortunate thing of doing this line is that we have to have a 15-minute rate. But that's not so bad. Our train is here. Let's go and take a walk. I think it's just arrived, seeing as I see people walking down the stairs. It looks like it's a class 360, 350. I'm an idiot. And it has the classified first class. So, what do? We take it. It's supposed to have good countryside, but I don't know, as I've never been. I've only been to St Albans twice. One of them was private transport and one of them was the city. Let's hop on board and walk down. It seems very quiet, I'll tell you that. There doesn't seem to be many people on board. Here it is. First class. What the classified is here. Let's take our seats. So I'm on board to classified first class. I admit I do miss 319s, even though I never actually went on one of those lines. I've been on quite a lot on Thames Link. Before we wait to depart, let's talk about the history, the present day and the future of this line.
The Abbey Line opened on the 5th of May 1858 and ran between Watford and St Albans as it does today. There were two immediate stations at Bricket Wood and Park Street. In 1910, Watford North opened, then called Callowland. In 1924, St Albans Station was renamed St Albans Abbey to distinguish with St Albans City. Garston Station was added in 1966 and Howell Wood in 1988. At the same time, the line was electrified with overhead wires. Currently, the line is operated by London North Western Railway, and one train shuttles back between Watford and St Albans approximately every 45 minutes. Except Watford Junction, all stations are unstaffed. According to Network Rail, this line is officially a rural route. There is now one direct train from London Euston to St Albans Abbey at 21:10, with calls at Watford Junction and then all stations. Due to the line's awful unreliability, there have been many proposals to try and improve the line. They have included light rail systems, tramways and guided busways. Some are to run with the line and some are to replace the line, however none have officially been proposed. Another proposal is to reinstate the Bricket Wood passing loop which used to operate. This means that there would be a more regular service, and I believe there will be two trains running on the line instead of one.
And we're going.
Calling at Watford North.
We're actually going in the other direction from what I actually expected us to go. I always expected us to go this way for some reason, but oh well. Very soon after leaving Watford Junction, we passed a massive Selcro warehousing, and after that we arrived straight at Watford North. Watford has quite a few stations to it, which is quite surprising for a town. You've got Watford High Street, Watford Junction, Watford North and one Watford Tube Station.
Callowland was opened in 1910 and renamed to Watford North in 1927. That is literally the only thing interesting about this station.
Switch seats to sit in the correct direction.
London North Western Railway service, St Albans Abbey. The next stop will be Garston.
We are on the move now from Watford North. The next stop is Garston, whatever. And I believe there's a level crossing at stop. Yes, there is.
The line was threatened with a beaching cuts in 1963, however it was saved. The line is 6.5 miles or 10.5 kilometres. The maximum speed limit of this line is 50 miles an hour or 80 kilometers per hour.
I must say it's quite a quiet and calming little line, the Abbey Line. Quite relaxing.
Garston station was opened by the Mayor of Watford on the 7th of February 1966 and was probably the first station opened since the Beeching Report of 1963.
So now we're leaving Garston. The rest of the line is also quite short, which calls at Bricket Wood, Howard, Park Street, and then St Albans Abbey, not City. This is also the cheapest way to get from London to St Albans. Of course, you could go from Pancras and take Thameslink, or no, you can't take UMR, my bad. Take Thameslink, and I believe that's the fastest, but that's the most expensive. Or you could take the nice scenic route, go to Watford, and get this line.
As well as this route, there used to be lots of past connections onto this, excluding the West Coast Main Line. In 1865, there was a connection from St Albans Abbey to Hatfield on the East Coast Main Line, which fully closed in 1968. Never a passenger route, but in the 1860s, there was a freight line which ran between Howard and the Midlands Main Line. This was shut in the 1890s. 90 years later, in the 1980s, it was considered reinstating this route and diverting trains to St Albans City and getting rid of St Albans Abbey. I think this would be a very good idea.
When travelling, definitely make sure to take advantage of the classified first class. You get so much in here compared to standard class, especially if you're in a Dash 2, which is the most common. In first class compared to standard class, you also get a table, armrests, plug sockets, reclining seats, and if you're travelling at night, you can use this. See my Class 350 review if you want to know more about these trains. We're now at Bricket Wood. There is no signal or data in this area, so be careful when travelling.
Bricket Wood once had a passing loop, and this may be reinstated as part of a new proposal, which means the timetable will be able to be every 30 minutes, not 45. Howard is the newest station on this line and was opened in October 1988 to coincide with the electrification of the line. Park Street is one of the original stations on the line and was called Park Street and Frogmore until the 6th of May 1974. Park Street is probably, as you know, the least used station in Hertfordshire.
It's the last station before St Albans Abbey, which means we've completed the entire line.
Our final station. Thank you for travelling with the London North Western Railway.
As we pull into St Albans Abbey, I can't speak, let's give our thoughts. It's a small line and it's got lovely scenery, jointed track which gives a lovely sound out of trains, the classified first class. What's not to love, the only issue is the very irregular service. I mean very, very irregular. But all in all, it's a decent line. It's very nice, very good. If I had to give it a rating, foot crossing, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. And here we are at St Albans Abbey. Thank you for watching. Expect a full journey of a return journey. And yes,